A good person is not one who says they are good, but one who does good deeds. Marcus Aurelius. How can one be appreciated without uttering a single word? In today's world, where words flow like a river and seem as fleeting as the wind, the true value of actions becomes increasingly noticeable. What if the power of our impact lies not in what we say, but in what we do? Silent actions, quiet gestures, and small deeds can leave an indelible mark, telling more about us than 1,000 words ever could. Imagine walking into a room without saying a word, yet all eyes turn to you. Your actions, your posture, your facial expressions, these all begin to speak for you, creating an aura of confidence and respect around you. People notice and remember those who don't shout about their achievements, but whose actions speak for themselves. They see in such people a strength, stability, and wisdom hidden behind a veil of silence. In this world, where words are often devoid of action and promises so rarely kept, being a person of action means being a person who commands respect. Your calmness, punctuality, neatness in dress, attentive listening, patience, and honesty, all these qualities begin to work for you, making you a role model. So, how do you learn to speak without words? How do you become someone whose actions speak louder than any speech? Let us delve together into this philosophical and practical journey, where silent deeds and inner virtues become your main weapon in gaining true respect and recognition. In a world where every second is burdened with worries and every moment filled with haste, the ability to maintain composure becomes the highest virtue. It's not just an outward display of coolness, but a reflection of inner harmony, achieved through a deep understanding of the nature of things and one's place in this vast, infinitely complex cosmos. One who can maintain composure exudes confidence and wisdom, invisible but palpable, like the quiet yet powerful light of a lighthouse in a storm. For composure is not merely the absence of agitation. It is an active state of mind and soul, a fortress built upon the foundation of awareness and rational self-control. A person endowed with this gift holds in their hands the key to the mysteries of the universe, allowing their inner light to guide them through the darkest and most unknown depths of existence. They fear no change and are not startled by the unexpected, for they understand. Everything that happens has its meaning and role in the grand design of destiny. When everything around is crumbling and chaos fills the world, the composed person stands like a rock amidst a raging ocean, unwavering and self-assured. Their demeanor inspires trust and respect in others, for they sense their inner strength and stability. And this respect is not based on fear or submission, but on a profound recognition of their spiritual resilience and wisdom. Such resilience does not come instantly. It is the fruit of long self-work, meditations, and reflections. It requires us to look within ourselves, to see our weaknesses and fears, and, acknowledging them, to learn to manage them. The ability to maintain composure is the result of inner discipline, a constant striving for self-improvement, and an understanding of our connection to the world and other people. And in those moments when composure is on the verge and it seems that strength is draining away, remember, this is a test, another stage on the path to true wisdom and harmony. It is in these moments that the true strength of a person is revealed, the ability to remain calm and self-assured despite everything. Those around, seeing their steadfastness, begin to feel a deep respect and trust in them, recognizing them as true leaders and sages. Indeed, the ability to maintain composure is the highest form of courage, based on the knowledge and acceptance of oneself and the world as it is. It is a gift that requires no words but manifests in every action and every glance, leaving an indelible mark in the hearts of those nearby. In this silence and clarity lies a great power, capable of changing destinies and inspiring the greatest achievements. In our fast-paced world, where time often seems elusive, punctuality becomes one of the most noticeable virtues. It's not just a habit or societal requirement. It's an expression of respect for oneself and others, demonstrating our responsibility and reliability. When a person arrives on time and fulfills their commitments promptly, they assert that their word carries weight and that their actions are synchronized with their intentions. Punctuality is not just about keeping an eye on the clock. It's a way of life in which time is regarded as a precious resource requiring careful stewardship. Each moment lived consciously and used productively brings us closer to our goals and dreams. A punctual person understands the value of time and realizes that its expenditure cannot be reclaimed, and missed opportunities often don't come with second chances. In the context of meetings and obligations, punctuality becomes a mirror reflecting our discipline and organization. When we arrive on time, we show others that we value their time as much as our own. This simple action speaks volumes about our reliability, respect, and attention to detail. After all, every instance of lateness is not just a loss of precious minutes, but also a sign of negligence that can undermine trust in us. Punctuality is also a manifestation of our control over our lives. When we plan our time and adhere to that plan, we demonstrate our ability to manage our resources and situations. This skill sets us apart from others, emphasizing our capacity for self-organization and self-discipline. In a world where chaos and haste often prevail, a punctual person becomes an island of stability and order. However, it's important to remember that punctuality requires not only external discipline, but also internal discipline. It's a process that begins with an awareness of the value of time and continues through a constant striving for its optimal use. This means not only arriving on time, but also effectively utilizing every minute, whether it's for work or leisure. Sometimes circumstances may arise that hinder punctuality. But even in such cases, it's important not to lose sight of the main principle, respect for other people's time. In such moments, it's necessary to show flexibility and perhaps even to notify others in advance of possible delays to avoid disappointing their expectations. This demonstrates your responsibility and respect, even if circumstances aren't in your favor. Thus, punctuality is not just about time. It's also about trust, respect, and discipline. It's a quality that sets us apart in the eyes of others, emphasizing our seriousness and reliability. And every time we arrive on time and fulfill our commitments, we affirm our readiness for great deeds, proving that we can be trusted and relied upon. This is the true power of punctuality, in its ability to shape our character and strengthen our place in society. Continuing the reflections on punctuality, it's impossible not to mention another important aspect that complements the image of a responsible and respected individual: our appearance. Specifically, modest yet neat clothing speaks volumes about our responsibility. Dress modestly. Modest yet neat clothing speaks of your responsibility. Our appearance is the first thing others see, and it often serves as a crucial signal about our attitude toward ourselves and the world. Modesty in clothing doesn't signify a disregard for fashion or beauty. On the contrary, it's an expression of respect for ourselves and for those with whom we interact. A modest style emphasizes our desire for simplicity and clarity, allowing us to focus on the essentials, our actions and words. When we choose neat and modest clothing, we send a clear signal. We value inner substance over external appearance. Such clothing doesn't distract or attract unnecessary attention, allowing those around us to focus on our personality, thoughts, and deeds. It's not just a style, it's a way of life where a balance between the internal and external, the visible and the hidden, is important. Modest clothing also speaks of our maturity and responsibility. It shows that we understand our role and place in society and don't seek to stand out through external attributes. We respect principles and norms, accepting them as part of our behavior and worldview. This demonstrates our readiness for constructive dialogue and cooperation, as we don't seek to dominate or suppress others with our appearance. Furthermore, neat and modest clothing reflects our internal order. It indicates our attention to detail and our desire to maintain harmony both within ourselves and in the surrounding world. Caring about our appearance is not just about aesthetic appeal. It's also about expressing our organization and discipline. It's important to note that modesty in clothing doesn't exclude personal style or individuality. It simply directs our attention to quality, clean lines, and simplicity, which emphasize our essence without unnecessary extravagance. This allows us to feel confident and calm, knowing that our appearance harmonizes with our inner beliefs and values. Thus, modest yet neat clothing becomes a natural extension of our punctuality and responsibility. It complements our image, making it cohesive and complete. It's not just a matter of aesthetics, but also a profound philosophical statement that true strength and beauty lie in simplicity and harmony. And every time we dress modestly and neatly, we not only show respect for ourselves and others, but also affirm our readiness to accomplish important tasks and achieve high goals. In continuation of our reflections on punctuality and appearance, another key aspect that shapes our respect and trust in the eyes of others is our ability to listen. Listen attentively. Your attention to others demonstrates your interest and respect. In today's world, where noise and information constantly vie for our attention, the ability to listen attentively becomes a rare and valuable gift. When we truly listen to another person, we don't just hear their words, but also grasp their meaning, feelings, and intentions. Attentive listening is a manifestation of deep interest and respect for the interlocutor, evidence of our desire to understand and support them. When we listen attentively, we show that we value the time and efforts of the other person. We open ourselves to dialogue, creating a space where everyone can be heard and understood. This is especially important in situations requiring cooperation and mutual trust. Paying attention to the words and feelings of another person helps build strong, sincere relationships based on mutual respect and support. Attentive listening also contributes to our personal development. In the process of communication, we gain new information, broaden our understanding of the world, and learn from other people. We become more sensitive and empathetic, which allows us to better cope with our own difficulties and find more effective ways to interact with others. However, listening requires effort and dedication. It's an active process that involves not only perceiving words, but also interpreting nonverbal signals such as gestures, facial expressions, and intonation. It's important to learn not only to hear, but also to understand what the other person is trying to convey to us. This requires our attention and focus, the ability to abstract ourselves from our own thoughts and fully immerse ourselves in communication. Our attention to others also helps us better understand ourselves. Through communication, we see ourselves through the eyes of others, identify our strengths and weaknesses, and receive valuable advice and feedback. This allows us to grow and develop, becoming more conscious and mature individuals. It's important to note that attentive listening includes not only perceiving information, but also respecting others' opinions and feelings. This means that we don't interrupt the speaker, rush to conclusions, or impose our own opinion. We give the other person the opportunity to express their thoughts and emotions, acknowledging their right to their own perspective and perception of the world. Thus, attentive listening becomes an important aspect of our relationship with other people. It emphasizes our interest and respect, creates conditions for constructive dialogue and cooperation. It's not just a skill, but also an expression of our life philosophy, in which the value of each person and their unique experience take center stage. After all, ultimately, the ability to listen is the ability to see in another person a personality equal in significance and value to ourselves. It's an expression of our readiness for understanding and support, for creating a world based on mutual respect and trust. And every time we listen attentively, we reinforce these important principles, making our world a little better and kinder. Honesty isn't just a word. It's a principle upon which true respect and trust are built. In a world where lies and deceit might seem like an easy path to achieving goals, honesty stands out as a bright beacon illuminating our way. To be honest means being prepared for difficulties, but also for the rewards that those difficulties bring. It's a choice we make every day, affirming our commitment to truth and transparency. Honesty begins with ourselves. It's the willingness to face the truth, to acknowledge our mistakes and weaknesses. It's the rejection of illusions and self-deception, the pursuit of authenticity and inner harmony. When we are honest with ourselves, we lay a strong foundation for all our actions and relationships. It's like a mirror we look into every day, and if it reflects the truth, it becomes a source of our strength and confidence. Honesty in our interactions with other people not only facilitates mutual understanding, but also creates an atmosphere of trust. When we are open and honest, we show that we have no hidden motives, that our words and actions align with our true intentions. This evokes respect and trust because people sense our sincerity and willingness to be vulnerable. In a world full of distrust and doubt, honesty becomes a rare and valuable quality that sets us apart from others. Honesty also requires courage. It entails the readiness to speak the truth even when it's inconvenient or painful. It's the ability to stand firm, not yielding to pressure or fear. In this sense, honesty becomes a manifestation of our inner strength and integrity. It helps us remain true to our values and convictions, even when others try to sway us off course. However, honesty is not only about straightforwardness and openness, but also about the ability to listen to and understand others. It means being willing to acknowledge their truth, respect their perspectives, and be fair in our judgments. Honesty in relationships means not only telling the truth, but also being prepared for open and honest dialogue, for seeking compromises and mutual understanding. It's a process involving both parties, aiming for the common good and harmony. Ultimately, honesty is the foundation of our morality and ethics. It's a principle that guides our actions and helps us build a life full of meaning and dignity. Honesty helps us avoid the pitfalls of hypocrisy and double standards. It makes us whole and consistent. It's like a sturdy thread that ties all aspects of our lives into a harmonious whole. Sometimes honesty requires humility and readiness to accept the consequences of our words and actions. But it's precisely in those moments that its true strength is revealed. When we are honest, we become more aware and responsible, capable of facing any challenges and difficulties. We build our lives on a solid foundation that can withstand any trials. Thus, honesty is not just a virtue, but also a path to inner peace and harmony. It's a principle that guides us, helps us be better, and creates a world where values and ideals take center stage. By being honest, we not only inspire others, but also affirm our commitment to truth, making it a part of our everyday existence. This is the true significance of honesty, in its ability to make us stronger, wiser, and kinder. Honesty is not just a virtue, but a path to inner peace and harmony. It's a principle that guides us, helps us become better, and creates a world where values and ideals take center stage. By being honest, we not only inspire others, but also affirm our commitment to truth, making it a part of our everyday lives. This is the true significance of honesty, its ability to make us stronger, wiser, and kinder. So, on this journey toward respect and recognition, we've explored key virtues: punctuality, modesty in attire, active listening, patience, and honesty. These qualities shape our behavior and how others perceive us. They form the foundation of our personal and professional lives, guiding our actions and helping us build strong, trusting relationships. By demonstrating punctuality, we show our responsibility and reliability. Modesty in attire highlights our maturity and respect for others. Active listening demonstrates our interest and empathy, aiding in building strong connections. Patience reveals our inner strength and ability to overcome challenges. And honesty affirms our commitment to truth and authenticity. These principles, like bricks, form the foundation of our lives, making it meaningful and harmonious. They not only help us become better versions of ourselves, but also inspire others to uphold the same high standards. By applying them in our daily lives, we not only improve ourselves, but also contribute to creating a kinder and more just world. May each of our days be filled with these virtues. May our behavior and actions reflect our maturity, wisdom, and readiness to be better, despite all the trials and tribulations we encounter on our journey. This is the true strength and beauty of the human spirit, the pursuit of perfection and the willingness to be a light for others in this complex and often unfair world. As we conclude this conversation, remember, the path to respect and recognition begins with ourselves. It's in our actions, our words, and our attitude toward ourselves and others. May this path be filled with light, wisdom, and kindness. Thank you for your attention, and may each of your days be filled with meaning and harmony.